Hi everybody, I'm sitting here with my friend Tina Poland and she has a story to tell you. We're actually in Webster City, Iowa. Tina, what do you do?
I'm a hairstylist.
Tell me about your journey.
Oh, my journey started 26 years ago this month.
Wow, really?
Yep, 26 years ago this month I graduated from cosmetology school. I went to La James Cosmetology School in Fort Dodge, Iowa, about 20 minutes from here. I remember, I'll never forget, the very first day I had the best theory instructor, Bonnie Hammer. And I remember her asking us, where did we see ourselves in 5 years? Where did we see ourselves in 10 years? You know, I was, 19, 20. I already had a 1-year-old and, of course, naive. Oh, I'm going to drive a Jag in 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, not so much. So fast forward 26 years. I've been married 28 years. I have 3 children now and still don't own a Jag, so I think something's a little wrong there. I have worked in all kinds of businesses, chain businesses, which actually gave me a wonderful foundation in education. I've worked in some high-end bigger towns, bigger cities in those salons, which gave me a great vibe of what I was looking for. And I've worked in your small town, what we call like a mom and pop type of salon, which just gave me that down-home feeling and brought me to a sense of who I truly am.
So explain to me, when we first met, I was the chamber director.
Correct.
And I met you. You were in the back of this other store in a little tiny space.
Yep.
Talk about where you've gone since then, how that started, and where you've gone and gone and gone since then.
Okay, so I did start out, I had a friend who owned a clothing store, a upscale resale store, and she had this 200 square foot space, closet really, back room. And my daughter just told her, hey, my mom's always wanted to open up a salon. She talked about it with the previous owner. Oh, well, let's get her in here. And in 3 weeks, I opened a salon.
Wow.
No loans, all out of pocket. My husband cashed out any savings we had, and I opened up this little tiny salon.
With no front door entrance.
No front door entrance. You had to go through the back door, down a hallway, or through the front door, through the clothing store. I didn't have a back room. I didn't have a dispensary. It all was out for everybody to see. It was very small, and within about probably 4 or 5 years, I started to feel very, very claustrophobic. Mm-hmm. My business exploded and took off. I went to working about 25, 30 hours, which I thought was great as with having 3 kids at home, to getting to where I was working 50 to 60 hours and not having enough space, like overflow, for people to sit. So you were a wonderful salon guest, but you were a great chamber director. And you, I think, were just kind of getting into this whole building possibilities. And you just kept telling me, you need to go bigger, you need to go bigger. And I just was like, oh, I can't do it. I didn't have enough self-confidence or self-esteem, but you just wouldn't let me stop. And that led to me buying my first building, which is now over 800 square feet.
Where we're sitting
sitting right now. Yep, I've gutted and redone it all. And then that now has led me to buying the building next door.
And okay, so in this building, where we're at right now, open, your salon is here. What else do you have here, and what's this Lanza thing?
Okay, so Lanza Healing Hair Care is a product company. They have color and perms and all kinds of hair care products, and they're based on the health of the hair, which is something that I really aligned with. I really try to keep the hair as healthy as possible. I'm not above telling someone, no, your hair can't do that. I'm also not above saying, let's try. And so I started down a path as I was buying the salon, and got accepted to go out to Denver and become an educator for them. So now I travel all over, wherever they send me, happily, to be an educator for their products and the health of the hair for their products. So with that, that's led me into meeting all sorts of neat, wonderful people who have supported me, and they support my dreams and my growth. So that has also led me into renting space to a clothing store, clothing boutique. So I feel like I've come full circle. I started in the back of a clothing store, and now I rent space to a clothing store called the Funky Zebras. It's just a small section of what they have. She also owns a store in Ames, so I like to bring a little bit to Webster City.
It's lovely clothes. I
They're
love that.
wonderful
Yeah.
clothes. I have several of them. And then I also rent space to a part-time esthetician where she does like eyebrows, body waxing, eyelash extensions, and much more. So
And you've been here how long now? 2 years? 3 years?
February will be 3 years.
Wow. All right, talk about the cool place next door. What are you going to do with this new building you just bought?
Okay, so yeah, this did not go over well with my family at first, but I do what I want. So
And your kids are all out of the house.
my
so,
kids are all
yeah.
out of the house. They're 28, 25, 19s, and basically they all kind of said that. We don't live at home. You do you, Mom.
Yeah.
And my husband, he at first was not 100% thrilled with this because I have had past health problems. I have a tendency to take on a little more than I'm probably capable of,
That's
but
what
I do.
your friends are for, and we knock
Exactly.
you that down. Yeah.
Exactly. Or I just bring you guys along with me. And so the opportunity came up. I kept watching this building next door, and I knew that it was going to be coming up for sale. And then I saw the sign. I thought, I got to have that building. So it's probably been sitting about a year, and I kept saying, I just kept telling my husband, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I see my future. I see me owning that building. I like to joke that I now own the entire east side of the 700 block of Wilson. It's only 2 buildings, but I own it.
You got it all.
So hashtag
Yeah.
Wilson Street Mafia. So I bought the building and I decided that to make it a 2-room spa. So I'll have my massage therapist. So I'm pretty excited about that, Courtney Kane. She'll be in the one room, and then my part-time esthetician is moving over to the other room. So that'll leave me open to rent out 2 chairs for 2 new stylists. So I'm excited about that.
And I know you're doing a sneak peek in what, October what?
October 24th is Ladies Night Out here in Webster City, 12 to 8 p.m. I will be doing a sneak peek so everybody can see what it looks like now. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, it used to be a plumbing place.
It was a plumbing and
yeah.
HVAC place, so I say like lots of men. No offense to the men. But it's rough. It's got plaster falling down. It's pretty much an open back room. Carpets glued down everywhere. The hardwood floor. Breaks my heart. And so we will show it off October 24th, and at that time then the windows will be covered and it will not be opened back up until right after the first of the year for the open house.
And Ladies Night Out is an activity, an event where people go to stores around town and drink a little champagne,
Adult beverage.
or wine or something,
Yep.
and shop.
And shop, and we always have great deals. I have a lot of great deals going on, and I always like to open up my place to as many vendors as I can. Last year it was pretty crazy in here. It was really, really crazy.
But now you have that whole spot
Now
next
I have
door.
the whole spot, so I am opening that up to vendors. I have Dot Dot Smile with Ashley Larson. She'll be coming in. She's a children's clothing. I have the Boy Scouts who will be selling, pies, popcorn, wreaths, and all of that.
The best of small town. Keep going.
Yep.
I know you have some more.
Let's see here. Chelsea Marie, Beauty by Chelsea Marie will be here. I think she's doing a brow bar. And I think she's got a couple other things. Funky Zebras, of course, will be here. I'm behind the scenes with Angie Mason and her new skin and her Ermish bracelets and things like that will be over at the spa. So still looking for some more vendors, so I've got plenty of room. I believe in helping other people because so many people have helped me get to where I am that I want to keep that open. So honestly, my vendors this year, there's no charge. I'm not charging them to come in. Everyone needs a step up.
Thank you. That means a lot to start small, give an opportunity to test out your product
Yeah,
and see if
get your
people
name
even
out
like
there.
it and if
Exactly.
it's worth going further.
People
So-
did that for me. My friend Sarah Capriva, I was in the back of her clothing store, and she knew that I had 3 weeks and I wasn't taking a loan. It was all out of pocket, out of my husband's pocket. And I had a really, really bad day. It led to some tears. Next thing you know, she was at my door, and she said, get your butt up, get down there, and start cleaning and painting. You're done being sad, get up and go. And so she was really sweet, and she gave me some free rent to help me out and get me started. And so I like to pay it forward.
Absolutely. Well, Tina, thank you. You're one of the reasons that Webster City is a wonderful place to live.
Thank
you very much.
I'm trying to make my part in this world a little more beautiful.
And bigger.
And bigger. Always bigger. Always live big.
Bye now.